The story that you shared about you getting to Fallujah first, it seems pretty on par with like other things I've heard where like guys, they'll leave their, I guess their fob, like their camp, for example, and then within 3 minutes, it's just like all hell breaks loose, for example. Was it like that?
Yeah, so before we got a fob, we were stationed at Camp Fallujah, and it was pretty fucking skate. You know what I mean? It was like, bro, we had mid-rats we could eat in the middle of the night. It was girls. Like,
and was this like like this was
Fallujah?
in Fallujah?
Camp Fallujah is probably the safest place in the world at the time. Because... Okay. It's not just protected by the Marine Corps, it's protected by America, it's and our allies. Oh, okay. So, like, it's Camp Fallujah is, like, pretty much the size of Camp Lejeune. Okay. It's huge.
It's practically a base, pretty much.
It is a base. You're not going to get hurt there. Okay. And, but we had to leave there to do missions and develop FOBs, and we were hit maybe 5 minutes leaving the wire in our first mission. And I was in the first truck.
Jesus.
So, yeah, we got hit by an IED, a little concussed. Then we got stranded that fucking night, which was awesome.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wait, so were you in, because there's like a couple different rocks, but like, did you hit, so like, were you in the truck that got hit with the
Yeah.
How was that like?
I was concussed, so it was fucking shocking, bro. I don't know if I was scared in the moment, because it was such a quick thing to happen.
Yeah.
I kind of was more scared when Iraqi soldiers came up to the vehicle, and we weren't used to working with them, and we were like, what the fuck is happening? We want to kill these guys? Like, we were freaking out, you know, but it ended up not being that bad until we got back, but,
Okay, yeah, because my initial thought was like half the vehicle explodes or something like that, or like
that's what happened. The front of the truck up to the windshield was gone.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, it was gone.
What did you know what you guys hit? Was it like a pressure plate?
It was a pressure plate. So they put shout out to my boy Novell. He was a great driver. They put a like debris in the road. And we had known to go around that from being in CACs and training. Yeah. And he drove around it onto a pressure plate. So we set up. It would set us up to do that.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Forgive me for not knowing how to articulate this
okay.
right, but from some people that I've heard, like when they get into combat for the first time or when they get bullets flown at them, I've heard that like the first time it happens, it's like you almost like kind of second guess yourself. Like, is this really happening? Like, is this where in combat? Yeah. I don't want to say freeze up, but like you almost kind of doubt like what's going on. But what was the... Like when you actually like knew, oh shit, like I'm in Fallujah, or like I'm actually in war right now. Like what was what goes through Trey Wood's mind, as that pops off?
The first, it's about to get a little dramatic though. So, but the first
I gotta pick up my bottle
situation was August 26th. You're good. August 20. Look at my balls while you're down there, man.
Oh yeah, massive.
August 26th, 2006. We went past. It was this road called Chicago. And
how fitting, by the way.
Right, yeah. It's called Chicago, and they went up to an intersection called Lincoln Road. And on the corner on the right at that intersection was a gas station. We stopped there. We were doing our SNAP VCP, a vehicle checkpoint. Mm-hmm. And then we went in, we talked to with the interpreter, and the gas station owner said, hey, we've been threatened by local insurgents. And they're going to be here tomorrow to extort me or whatever. So we're like, all right, fuck it. We'll be here waiting on them. We're going to get some.
Yeah.
What I believe, we don't know this for a fact, but what I believe, and a lot of us believe, is that a sniper was waiting on us when we got there.
Okay.
So when we got there, Paul and I, we got out of SNAP VCP the next day. We started checking vehicles. Mm-hmm. We ran up on a guy. He had no back seats in his SUV. So that looked suspicious. Yeah. So we started checking him, and we got called up to the gas station, so we left him alone. And about 30 minutes into the gas station, I'm up there, I'm talking to my friend Hurlston. He was the first KIA in 2-8 in the whole war.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? He was the first guy to die. Yeah. And he was standing up front, and I asked him to take his camera out. But he loved...
Hurlston?
Yeah, he loved taking pictures. That was his thing. We called him Crazy Eyes. He just get angry. His eye would, like, move in a little bit. He was like,
yeah, like that.
Yeah. Crazy Eyes. But he was no longer a hard target when he did that. Huh. And, like, a fucking cannon went off, bro. And he was maybe, like, 6 feet from me, and he just dropped to the ground. And it felt like 10 minutes, but it was a split second. I went and grabbed the back of his flak jacket, and you could see the exit wound. And I grabbed him and I ran as fast as I could. And Paul said, yo, drop him. Like he was an OIF-1 vet. Mm-hmm. Paul told me to drop him because he was going to shoot me next. So I dropped him. I probably drug him maybe 20, 25 feet. And then I dropped him and I ran into the gas station, screaming that Hurlston was KIA. Our staff sergeant running around with his head cut off like a chicken because this is war now. Mm-hmm. No more IEDs. Like, we're at war. Yeah. But I feel like you want to ask me something.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to, I guess, more or less follow up, but it's like...
that was the moment. When it was like, they're trying to kill us.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you what was I going to say with that? Yeah, I guess with and hopefully I don't intend to open up like an emotional thing. Like
it's
with
okay. I've
Burleson.
talked about this so many times in therapy, man. I'm okay now.
Yeah, so like, because I imagine like, because obviously when you're in the heat of it, like, and somewhat I assume fights relate to it. You don't have time to really think about like big picture. Like you're just more in the moment. But when you actually got back to your fob or to your camp, when you realize like, oh shit, like our count's down to like instead of 48, it's 47 because Hurlston's gone, or like when does it actually like kick in that like, oh yeah, man, our guy's gone?
Every guy could tell you about this moment. I don't know if you guys ever did this. It's called a head count. Yeah. It's like you do a roll call. Yeah. But it's on purpose. It's a memorial roll call. And man, it broke the toughest of men. We were in there. We were doing a memorial for Hurlston. Okay. And they call roll call, but they call his name too. And they yell it like he's late for formation. It was like Lance Corporal Woods. Then they'll be like Lance Corporal Blansfield, and then they'll be like Lance Corporal Hurlston.
Like they emphasize it, yeah.
It'll be quiet. And you'll say Lance Corporal Hurlston. And they get quiet again. They'll say Lance Corporal J.D. Hurlston. They'll scream it. And good God, the toughest men in there fold. Damn. We're all like, everybody's sobbing like little girls in there, man. Yeah. That was really hard because I didn't know they did that. Yeah. And they called his name like he was late for formation, and it fucks with you so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I see like some of it, and they even had I don't know if you saw, but 60 Minutes they toured with 2-8 when
in Afghanistan. Yeah.
And they had I assume it was the same thing, but they had like the memorial set up with like the boots and the rifle set up, and like in the way they called him out, and like even like I mean I did a peacetime pump, so but like I don't really know how that's like seeing it, but actually hearing what it goes on or what happens when you need to make sure like who's been. I guess when you're cleaning up and making sure like the head count after people have been killed, it's like it's weird to see. Like I've never had to physically experience it.
It's more of a ritual than anything. Yeah, out of respect, and it's just how Marines are, and you know how we get down, bro. That's how we cope. Yeah. 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 It's not. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can cope, but I mean, it's. Yeah. We cope by making fun of you. Mm-hmm. Like you could die, and we're gonna. That's how we cope, man. Yeah. It just makes us feel better about the situation we're in.
Yes, and if I do die, you can make fun of my head looking like Hey Arnold. By the way,
100%. I'm definitely Diddy party.
A man of your size, that's scary.
You're dead. Who cares?
I would like to think I could care beyond the grave, but what am I going to do, realistically?
I can't. Like a zombie Diddy party, bro.
I'll be waiting for you in hell, though, when we regroup. I don't know if I'll be with your team.
Ain't been lifting weights the whole time waiting on me.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get as big as you. Maybe not. I'm like Sean O'Malley. I'm like skinny white boy gang. But
Sean nasty with it, though. I like Sean.